Hello, this is Olivia from Doss Tarot. I'm here to do a reading for Taurus couples, and I am also going to be doing a oracle deck called the Lover's Oracle to see if we can find love. So let's go ahead and start with this first. I hope you all are doing okay. Spring is sprung, hopefully where you are. Ooh, here we go. Oh. And on the back it says, I imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. New possibilities, but you have to dissolve unwanted thoughts, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yeah, self-inflicted thoughts are sometimes very hard to get rid of if it's a pattern for you. Oh, no. I don't know how that happened. Interesting. Anyway, what is the most important thing for Taurus couples in love? What is the most important thing for them to be aware of? This one I will take. This is Temperance. This is Sagittarius. This is a balancing between two things that need to be done before something can happen better in your life. It's like asking for patience. Patience in something. I always see the two cups that she has. One is full of fire and the other one's full of water, which to me makes steam, which is okay. Okay. Oh, there is a need for balance here. Somebody's been hurt. The Three of Swords talks about betrayal, hurt from someone you loved and trusted. Oh my gosh. In the Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry. The Four of Pentacles now, this is someone that's holding on to something as well. Holding on to something that was hurtful, or holding on to the person, which it could have been a Sagittarius that hurt you. And you're still holding on to it. This is the Four of Pentacles is holding it close to your heart. You could be also protecting your heart from any other future hurt. But you're still hanging on to this hurt from somebody. Either this is your person, Sagittarius, or this is just the energy of needing a balance here. A balance so that you can let some of that go. Unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. And your person, oh, a heavy load. Something that has been back-breaking. And it's sometimes, to me, with it being the Wands, it feels like it's more of that kind of energy of feeling something heavy on you. Something that you can't shake off. And it's not so much a physical as it is more of an internal, emotional burden. but it can also refer to being physical. the Knight of Cups in reverse. Wow. The Knight of Cups in reverse is a lack of love. Holding back love from somebody. Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is also looking at your partner is having to drop something. And right now, they're still juggling, trying to figure out what it is that they need to let go of. It almost feels like they're either it's going to be you, Taurus, or it's going to be something to do with what their heavy load is. But I almost feel like it's going to be you. I hate to say it, because this is a pulling away of love. Taking their love away. And it's been a heavy, heavy burden for them. But they're still juggling it. They're still juggling. They may have a hard time letting you go, just like you're having a hard time letting them go. So it could be both of you that are just holding on still. But when I see the cup of no love, I would recommend to you to let it go. You need to get over this hurt. And if you keep hanging on, it's just going to drag it out longer and longer. It's probably time to let it go. And the card that brings the two sides together. Oh my gosh. The Two of Swords in reverse. You both have woken up to the fact that this is not going to happen. This relationship is no longer working. I don't see that it's necessarily a marriage, but it could just be two people that are bound together and have been together for a while, and now it's time for this to be severed. Two of Swords talks about the releasing of the blindfold and being able to see clearly what the situation is. And that it also indicates that there has been a decision made on both sides. Oh my God. The two of you may have been a lesson to one another through the divine. The lesson learned is complete. The World card is the end of a book, and the closing of one book and an opening of a new book, a new life. It's time to let it go. In the bottom of the deck. Well, it looks like you guys made the decision, but the divine is coming in with a Tower moment. It almost makes me feel like, Taurus, you're clinging on more than your person is. They're gradually letting it go, and they did too make a decision. You too are still feeling the hurt and the pain and are hanging on. I feel like you're going to struggle more with letting this go, and that's why the Tower moment is here, because the Tower moment is for who I'm reading for, which would be you, Taurus. You wanting patience so that things can come back together. Or either it is a Sagittarius person you're dealing with. But you both are going to get the world, both of you. It's because it was a lesson for both of you to learn. It was hard and hurtful, but it's a lesson learned. And what does it say here? Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. That's why you're getting the Tower, and it's going to be a beautiful ending and a beautiful beginning. I know it's hard. You could have been dealing with somebody that was the King of Cups. This King of Cups has so much love within them. This is somebody that is very charismatic. People just draw to them. They're very sensitive as well, being a water sign. And this is somebody that's not afraid of commitments and intimacy. And your person, it's a missed opportunity for them. Whoever your partner is missing an opportunity. Or is it because they're keeping themselves so busy they don't want to think about this relationship? Because I don't feel like there's two people here that are living together, but maybe were lovers or something in the past with each other. But they don't no longer feel the love for this person either. But you have to remember now, the World card is turning for both of you. So whatever happened here is meant to happen. It's telling me that you're now both on the right track for each of you to be separately. Not as a team or a partnership or a marriage, but just two people that will go their separate ways with the memories perhaps of this. But don't let those memories last too long either, because that can block you from receiving a new opportunity. So don't let that memory block you. Yeah, I think it ended up being a burden for both of you. You've got it twice here. The burden in a situation like this is that, number one, you can't be together for some reason. And number two, the other burden would be that it's just too hard emotionally and internally to not be together. And the decision, there had been something very toxic about this relationship. Perhaps maybe with the Three of Swords here, there could have been somebody here that was in another relationship. And you got pulled into it without realizing it. And when it was discovered, it hurt your heart, broke you up, but you still had feelings for this person and you just could not let it go. But with the Devil card here, this is telling me there was some kind of toxicity, and it would have affected both of you. Even if you didn't know that they were in a relationship with somebody else, you still got pulled into it. And the World card. Oh, how precious. Your heart will mend as soon as the world turns for you. When your heart starts to mend, you'll feel it and you'll know that the world is spinning in your favor. And it'll be for both of you. Because it's a huge lesson learned. Huge. And then the Tower moment. You could be showing up as the Empress in reverse, because the Empress is also ruled by Venus, which is the same planet that is ruled by Taurus. It's sad, but it needs to come to an end. Okay, and I don't know if I mentioned, I'm not putting a date on these. It's in April. You'll still get weekly readings for me for each of the zodiac signs, but I'm just not going to date it. Because sometimes people look at it and say, oh, that's old. And it might be what, the headline might be what's interesting them. You see what I'm saying? So let's just go with the flow. I'm sorry it wasn't absolute beautiful, but in a way it ends very gracefully. And this Empress is probably the one that's not happy. I believe this could be the person that's going to be causing that Tower moment. Because we can cause our Tower moments unknowingly. If that makes sense to you. Alright, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And if you haven't, would you please do so? And I will see you guys later. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.